my god, it's so cute! Hey everyone and welcome, I am SailorDrew. Let's hang out and play some Wytchwood. So we are, I think, at the Oxs farm. Oh look, there's a dog. He's very cute. Oh yeah, that's definitely him, alright. Oxs, hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land? Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Oxs. I heard you produce the most beautiful produce in the land. Huh, well you heard right. I work day in and day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken, but you won't find a finer farm anywhere else. You're sure to take first prize in the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud. The ox spits on the tilled soil. Ha, those lazy louts are never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. What good's a family that gripes about hard labor? We'd have never won any of those competitions if it wasn't for my sacrifice. Where is your family then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself. You must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed in the place one night and stole them away. Bandits? You don't seem very concerned about getting them back. Ha! I'm better off. For all I know, they could have been already ransomed off for fertilizer. But if you're so worried, why don't you go talk to those bloody brigands yourself? Now get your big nose off my fields, or I'll toss you in the compost heap. Interesting. So, let's take a look and see what we can see. So the axe. Sweat pours off enormous shoulders, labor unending. Scarecrow, just eerie. Easy to see why crows don't like these. There's some chickens up there. The dog. Okay, so we're gonna have to do what we normally do. That gourd's head, that gourd head's bound to rot. Okay. They look like onions on the top of stalks. Like, I know that that's not what they are. But yeah, like, so this is kind of like our next quest, it seems like, because we met like some people along the road, and it just basically there's like something going on at the farm, like we're not really sure what yet. Let's gather all of this stuff up here, and then I guess we'll go take a look at the bandits, which we saw over by where that turkey is at too. Oh, where did they all go? Like, I need not frog legs, what are these? Grasshopper legs. Yeah, they don't want us near. Oh, okay, so Dreadful Doll. Alright, so I'm sure we can make one of these. Yeah, okay, good. Because I was like, I knew that I needed like the grasshopper legs for a reason. So let's make, oh buddy, you almost got me. Let's make a few of those actually. Okay. Aye, sly old fox. How'd you manage to get your creaky bones past the grunts? My mooks must be getting fat around the waist to let ya slip by so easy. Never too old to teach some youngins that hands are better left out of people's pockets. Next time I catch one of your thugs rooting for gold, they'll have to recount their fingers. Ain't afraid of nothing, are ya? Well, let me be the first to welcome you to our merry camp. Though I suspect you didn't come just to scold us. What do you know about the ox who works the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way. Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. We also might have seen that family of his, but on the other hand, maybe we didn't. What's it to you? Listen up, you big lug. That information is just about the only thing stopping me from changing the whole lot of you into stinking chickens. Alright, Granny, no need to get upset. We was just playing games, you know. Yeah, we seen that family. A boy and his mom, if I remember. Always walking in that big ox's shadow, always looking afraid of him, too. So you didn't kidnap them, then? Where are they now? You know, you remind me of my dear old ma. She didn't take no guff from no one, neither. Ah, she used to bake the most delicious meat pies. Sure do miss her cooking. Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Thieving is hard work, and crime doesn't always pay. Say, do you know how to bake? I even got Ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows? On a full stomach, I might even remember something about the missing family. Okay, so humble pie. I love how it's humble pie. So, grimoire. Alright, so we need dough. Okay. We got enough of that. We need one of these, which we need spices for. The roast beast. And then I think that's it. Who knew it could be more than a figure of speech? Okay. So let's give him his pie. Fee-fi fo fum, I want pie in my tummy tum tum. Come on then, have a helping. The bandit plunges his hand into the pie, grabbing a fistful. He barks in delight as wet chunks of pie filling splatter out of his gob. Ah, delish, just like how Ma used to make, but something's different. He picks a small black feather from between his yellow teeth. Is this crow? I figured you could do with a serving of humility. The gargantuan man's lips begin to quiver. Great watery tears well up in his beady eyes. What's the matter, dearie? Are the spices too strong? No, it ain't the spices. It's just... He deteriorates into great shuddering sobs that shake the gap. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I weren't good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. I was gonna make the greatest dance troupe the world had ever seen. Had a name in mind and everything. Pick and leap in pockets. But I ain't been doing nothing but taking. Always taking. Oh. Come on now, dry those eyes. You're not all that bad. He snorts a dangling glob of snot back into his nose. You really think so? You gently reassure him with another helping of pie. Of course not. You're going to tell me all about the Oxs family, aren't you? Oh, right. Well, you see, we've been spying on that ox for years now. Every full moon, he'd go out into his fields, but always lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh, yeah, he'd yell, corn cob. Then it always sounded like he got into an argument with someone, but there was never anyone else there, except that creepy old scarecrow of his. He pat the sniffling rogue on his stubbly cheek. That's a good lad. Maybe it's time to think about trading the daggers for dance shoes? He stuffs more handfuls of the crumbling pie between his blubbering lips. Yes, I'll do it. I'll dance. Okay, so am I gonna have to keep scaring his crew to get out of here safely, I wonder? A healing potion. I mean, seems like they're fine with me being in here right now. Yeah. Okay. There was a suit spry that ran out this way. I don't know where it got off to, but I guess we'll head back to go talk to the scarecrow. See what that's all about. But so far this place is a lot more, like atmospherically speaking, a lot more pleasant than the swamp. Alright. This eerie simulacrum of a human sways in the breeze. Its lumpy face seems to leer down at you as if expecting something. Corn cob? The figure creaks against its pole as its vegetative head twists to look at you. It takes a wheezing breath, expelling a moth from its mouthhole. Hello, yes? Have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous Harvest Master? No thank you. I'm involved in quite too many dark contracts with supernatural beings lately. Why then have you summoned me? Has the Oxs made a deal with you, perchance? The Oxs? Why, yes. Terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal. What sort of trade? Does it have to do with his missing family? Yes, he said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops. Said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that. Where are they? What did you do with them? Don't worry, they're fine, but as long as I make the crops grow, they belong to me. And if the crops should fail, your deal would be broken. Ha! I'm the great harvest master. My harvest will never fail. We'll see about that. I better take a closer look at the prize-winning plants. Okay, so inspect the Oxs crops. So healthy crops. These crops are robust, thriving beyond anything else nearby. Withering can. Not a watering can, but a withering can. A watering can poisoned by the witch, of course. Okay. So let's see what it is exactly that we need to craft for that. These stalks don't look so sturdy to me. A good herbicide ought to shrivel these right up. That'll teach the ox a lesson about proper agricultural practices. I'll need a sturdy enough vessel to hold the poison, though. Maybe I can convince that vegetal fellow to give up that nice big watering can of his. Okay. So the vegetable farmer. Hello. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, hello again. Find anything out about what the ox is up to? As a matter of fact, I have. It seems he traded his family to a turnip wizard or field genie or some other such nonsense. Ah, you must mean it's the harvest master. That explains a lot, actually. Bad business to get mixed up with that sort of fellow. The farmer nervously wipes his brow with the back of his leafy hand. Not that I would know anything about that myself. Listen, I don't have time to exchange farm gossip. I need to borrow your watering can over there. Ah, I'd be happy to lend it to you, but unfortunately I still need it to grow my prize venning vegetable. You glanced out at a fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle coming from deep within the fronds. Seems plenty big enough to me. Ach, just you wait. My little baby is going to grow up to be a great big baby. It's going to be the belle of the ball at this year's festival. But if it were to, say, grow a little bit faster, I suppose I wouldn't need my watering can at all. You swear the farmer winks at you despite not being equipped with any eyes. Does anyone here grow produce in an honest way? Let me take a look at the little tyke. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on the watering can, it should stand to be a little fatter, or could stand. Okay, so we've got water. You spritz the cabbage with fresh, clear water while uttering a simple horticultural charm. The water beads like dewdrops before the leaves drink them up and brighten in color. Look down at the fattest little, okay, yep, growth potion and turkey gizzard stone. Okay, I actually was like, did mention also that we were actually by the turkey earlier. I kind of forgot to do something about it though. So it was like down here somewhere. Right there. Okay. Okay. This gizzard's all empty. I guess that's that as far as we need for that. Now the potion, however, where is it? I don't see it. Craft a growth potion for the cabbage. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we need apothecary humors, magic paste, and And then we've already got the petals. Okay. So that's that. I love how that pheasant is making like chicken noises. Growth potion. You pop open the cork of the potion and sprinkle the bright liquid onto the cabbage's roots. You look down at the fattest little cabbage you've ever seen, but if it gets your hands on that watering can, it could stand to be a little fatter. And the gizzard stone. Crushed into a fine powder, a gizzard stone lends potent nutrients to the soil. The budding plant changes into a bright purple, then blue, then yellow. It suddenly goes rigid and shrinks to the size of a marble. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns at you, shoulders stiff and a pitchfork in hand. He takes one step in your direction, but stops abruptly when a tremor shakes the ground. You look at your feet and watch deep cracks split the earth. Hold on to your hat. This one's gonna be big. You hear a booming giggle echo from the depth in the ground. The vegetable farmer, vegetal farmer falls to his knees, clutching his hat to his chest. Oh my god, it's so cute! And an explosion of leafy greens and flying earth, the bouncing head of an enormous cabbage erupts into the field. The farmer reaches out to it shakily. My little baby? Huh? The farmer scrambles towards the big bumbling cabbage with open arms. My beautiful baby, look how big you've grown. See, with a little love and help from your friends, you're sure to win the first prize after all. Oh, I don't even care about that silly thing anymore. Just look how handsome my baby is. The two embrace, laughing and crying. Aw, I guess you won't be needing the watering can anymore. Please help yourself. You've helped me more than enough. Oh, it's adorable. Oh my god, it's so cute. It gurgles at you gleefully. Thank you, I'm such a proud papa. Okay, so let's take the can. It will take some work to break through the scarecrow's magical boon, but you're confident in your mastery of poisons. Okay, so pumpkin jack bone. You crush up the impish bone into a fine powder. This potent fertilizer will help spread the blight. So we need word water and potion of blight. So a couple new things to craft. Let's see what we need. Okay, so we've got the potion of blight ingredients just fine. And then this thing. Okay, and then a good amount of weird water to dilute the poison to keep it from eating straight through the metal can. And potion of blight, you hold your breath and empty the poisonous vial into the container. The toxic fumes make your fingernails curl. You find a hefty stick to mix all the ingredients together inside the watering can. You know your work is done when the stick dissolves into mush in your hands. A withering can is ready. Alright, so let's go give this ox what for. Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and brandishes it at you menacingly. Ooh. Fantastic. You watch the sickness spreading up the stalks at the very tips of the tall sleeves. Vivid green turn to diseased browns as the crops bend and droop. No, what is happening? The harvest master, we had a deal. You promised my crops would never fail. Dreadfully sorry. Looks like my magic is broken. Not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil between his fingers. Wait, let's make a new deal. Please, I sacrificed too much for this. A new deal? What is your offer? Anything you want, just bring my precious crops back to me. Anything, This is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean... Good riddance. The dust settles over the spot where the ox once stood as if nothing had happened. The soil looks barren and diseased. A small sprout of leafy green catches your eye. Oh, it's his soul. Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch a delectable blossom unfurl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed, the soul of the ox. Okay, but what about the family? Quest of the Ox complete. Wow, that one was like a lot easier. I don't know if it's just because like I'm more used to the game or it was just like less things that I had to do than the leech. The scarecrow again stands motionless. But what about the family? Like he said that they're safe and stuff. Oh, there they are. Standing at the front gate, the Ox's missing wife and son blink in confusion as they had just burst forth from the earth itself. Mom, what happened? Ah, welcome back. I suppose you don't remember much. He really did it, didn't he? That stupid festival prize was worth more to him than us. Where is he? Where's my husband? Don't fret, I've already set things straight. He won't be troubling you again. And you've got this nice fertile farm all to yourself now. My son and I worked ourselves to the bone for that horrible man. Thank you for lifting this curse. Just do me a favor, and don't make any deals with suspicious scarecrows. Now, seriously. Man, what a jerk. Alright guys, but that's it for this episode. So we'll continue on and continue collecting the souls and everything. We'll speak to that guy again by the road. Like I think there's something that we still need to do for him. He said that like the guy like kind of up the road was like a reasonable fellow and we'll be able to kind of bargain with him to get more things. But now that the ox is out of the way, like I'm not really sure how that's all gonna play into it, but I guess we'll find out in the next episode. Until then, take care.